This is a very funny game with Fancy Italian. We'll call this Fancy Italian food. Um, I'm playing black. Guy's about 1362. Opens up. Sicilian defense. Opens up the center. Plays an open game in the early going. And things are moving relatively quietly, except for the fact that he's castled queenside, and I still haven't castled, and he's immediately going for the bishop exchange, and he's attacking very aggressively early on with this quick advance of the h4 h pawn. So I push on f. He comes down again. I move over so I can capture with the queen. He exchanges the bishop. I exchange back with the queen. And now you have sort of another position here, which looks like it's opening up. There's some ideas around the c pawn. There's some ideas straight ahead, but I have to watch for this queen diagonal check. I take back to open up some space, maybe some ideas on the f2 pawn. He kicks me out with the knight move. And here I decide to make a sacrifice, and this is probably where I laid down the gauntlet and said, let's play a positional game. He quickly takes back, thinking I don't have anything, but watch this creativity right here. Bink, field goal. Field goal between the queen and the knight. Cool thing is, it was rook takes knight, so if I win another knight, it's 2 knights for the rook, which is definitely good for me. So we take back with the knight, and he can't take back. It's a beautiful thing. Still very dangerous because I'm not as developed, even though I'm up. Now he's bringing down the rook with some ideas of pinning me right here. He wants to pin the queen, and I come up preventing it. So far I'm defended, but it's getting a little risky. Now he's trying to hit a diagonal right behind my king to give me less mobility. So I try to open this up for the bishop and to develop my rook. So now he's aiming at the corner, protecting. Now I need to protect. He takes, and he's pinning this, but at least I have the other bishop ready to go. He takes. I take back because I need to protect against this pin over here. Remember, the rook can pin the queen, and goodbye queen. And he pushes that pawn, and now I can say, okay, I got to get out of the way because this is going to get freed up. So now he pushes the pawn. I bring it over to block the center, but now he doubles up on the pawn here. And at best, I can get 2 rooks for the queen. I still think that's good for him, so I'm trying to avoid it. So I've moved this over with the quiet idea of everything trained on the c2 pawn in front of his king. So he pushes, but what he doesn't realize is his own pawn is pinned. So then that gives me an opportunity to come up 1 to the 7th rank and defend this pawn. So it's a very tactical game. So he moves out of the check, and I have ideas about coming here on the king side. And he tries to kick me out, and then I realize there's a very nice bishop check here. Bink. So if you look really close at this position, there's also queen on this square, which opens things up pretty dramatically. And I'm still defended down here. Moves over there. So now I move over here with a mate in 1 on the B1 square. He decides it's time to exchange. Exchange back. Take with the queen, still leaving this move. He takes the free knight because he's got 16 seconds. And then we give him a little Italian fancy dressing to go with that checkmate. So another nice game in the house.